To be fair, I was wearing this when I went, so it's fine. What, I wore this when I went out? Can you not?
You actually showed. Why did you show up? Okay, sorry. Let's get to let's. So hi guys. Welcome to my. Hi guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let me talk.
No.
Hi guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Vyom and this is
Sahaj.
Yes. Yeah. So
wait, listen. Pause. I have a question. Is this for real?
Is this
no, right? Is this for real? No, right?
This is for real.
No.
Yeah, this is for real. Let me get to the questions and then I'll explain to you, right? So what do you do?
I'm a college student who's going to be in her second year.
So you're like still in your college right now, right? Like, what do you do in college?
I'm studying Bachelor's of Business Administration, which is BBA, by the way.
You do something on the side, right? You sell drugs.
Yes. Yeah, I do. I do, yeah.
What are your next 10-year plans?
To be fair, I feel like they're gonna change in a while, but currently I plan on doing CFA. I told you.
When did you tell me? What's CFA?
Certified Financial Analyst. So it's like a course.
It's what people who do money stuff at hedge funds do.
Yeah, basically.
But how do you envision your next 10 years of life?
I don't.
That's something that's expected from us, from our generation. As you can see here, our generation is actually not very positive. Does not have a very positive outlook for the world. We don't expect to live for the next 10 years. That's why we have our current situation where Sahaj feels that next 10 years is too far to envision. Is that true?
Yeah, it is. It's very illogical.
You're supposed to. Okay, that's fair. So, will CFA exist as an institution in the next 10 years? Will it still hold that amount of credibility that we think that it does?
It might not, but it's something that teaches you. I feel like it's something that will teach you how to adapt to the market scenarios. That is just my personal opinion.
Okay.
But yeah, you never know what holds relevance in the near future.
Okay.
So, you can never know.
All right, that's very interesting. So let's get to the actual topic that I wanted to discuss, guys. So as we all know, Sahaj sells drugs on the side, but she's also really into AI, right? So let's talk about that. What are your thoughts about artificial general intelligence?
Apart from Quillbot, I have no clue about it.
The fuck is Quillbot?
So basically, when you have a shit ton of college assignments, which I'm pretty sure you aren't familiar with, you don't know what college assignments are, I'm pretty sure about that. So when you have a lot of them and they're supposed to be research-based, so you might have to use Quillbot at times to paraphrase bullshit if you're not citing it properly.
So it's just, so do you mean that someone modified GPT-3 by fine-tuning it on shitty data and give it to you and market it very well, right? Like other energy drink brands do, and sold it to college students, right? That's exactly, it's a glorified version of paraphrasing from GPT-3 or some any AI model.
That's exactly it. I don't think people know what.
How is that related to artificial general intelligence? It's a bigger subject, right?
I have no clue. I just read how basically it's only paraphrased by AI. Right. But I have no clue. Why would you ask me about topics which I'm not very well read?
So So what topics are you comfortable about? What topics are you comfortable about?
None. I'm comfortable about.
So do you think?
I don't think.
So do you think copywriters deserve their own country?
To be very honest.
Yeah. Go on.
In my opinion,
The 7 people watching this, copywriters do deserve their country. They are very, very. Let me talk, dude. Stop laughing. They are incredible people who deserve everything in life. Yeah, say it.
yeah. You are making me seem very dumb to that.
How is that possible? You're smarter than me. You're supposed to be smarter than me.
Suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different.
You are smarter than me. Anyway, so yeah, let's talk about, will AI eat all the jobs that copywriters have in the future, in the next 5 years? How do you see this industry growing? That's what has been, eating up pieces of my brain, piece by piece, absorbing the gray matter that it has into itself. Like, I'm very curious about this question. Go on.
Okay, so if you're asking me personally,
yeah, I'll take notes on this question. Please go on.
Okay. So, first of all, I have no clue. I can only tell you what I've seen and I've experienced in my small job.
So, would you have hired a personal assistant to do paraphrasing for your assignments? You didn't.
Yeah.
You used Quillbot.
I would.
You used Quillbot.
See, I used Quillbot, but the thing is,
how would you
Quillbot
But how would you hire a person to do it for you? Like, is it like, do you think it's the
people do that?
Cyclic sales for drugs that
the thing is, people
engine
people do that. No.
Do people do more drugs? I think I'm pretty sure about that. Probably do. I don't do drugs.
No.
I don't even
Trust me, people who live in residential colleges do a shit ton of drugs and it's not healthy. And I feel like a lot of them come back more dumb than they went there. Right. So that is not a good sign. But if you want to do drugs, that's your choice, too.
Yeah. This YouTube channel does not promote drugs at all in any way or possible. Please do not demonetize me. I am an unemployed person and I really go to college.
Us.
I mean, you go to college, right?
I came back.
Let's get back to the original topic, right?
Okay.
So, what are the other applications of AI in text and in content that we're going to see in the rise in the next 3 to 5 years window?
Okay, so one very important thing which I've seen in my job is that when to like find out if a particular topic that we're going to put in a magazine is going to come up in the has come up in some other magazine or some other,
right?
No, not exactly that, just for the topics. See, you can write a shit ton of articles on various topics, and even on the same topic there can be different articles,
right?
But you need to know if that thing has been done over and over again. If it has been done, people might not want to bother reading it. I mean, it's a very perspective based things about articles, but again, people might not want to read what you're putting out. So I feel like somewhere there AI is used. Obviously it's used, and yeah, I mean, original content creation is like very less. Now people do what what people want, right? So that is something you find out through AI. Research based bullshit doesn't work anymore.
Content reproduced instead of being created, because we always see these. I think like we see these articles come up. When we didn't have the internet, I think at my parents' place, it was just one news organization reporting everything, and everyone was just paraphrasing, right? And that's how it reached to the masses. That's how penetration increased, right?
I agree. I agree, but again, see, that's the thing. That's the thing about perspectives. Why do you think people read all of these different kind of like kinds of newspapers. Why would not like a person just read the Economic Times and be done with it? Why do people still go for Times of India or the Hindu? They wouldn't. I've
I
seen
think
people who like get
that's more into
towards
the
reading.
brand image side of things, where it's like we're asking ourselves, "Ki, who do you trust as a source of content?" But at the end of the day, it's everyone just paraphrasing it, and we are kind of seeing the same thing happen all over again on LinkedIn and on other social media
Yeah.
platforms. And then suddenly, apparently, recently, I read this on Twitter, and Twitter is my very trustworthy piece of source of information. And there it said that 64% of the internet is not humans; it's bots.
Yeah, I've seen
What
a
if
lot
these
of
bots
people
started to create
call out.
information using AI? What about that? What are the consequences of misinformation being spread by AI? Because we have
I don't
seen
know why,
massive
but
language
yeah.
models like Jurassic J1 from A21 Labs in back in Israel. We have GPT-3 from our friends at OpenAI, and like all these labs are just generating, and they're saying, "Hey guys, please don't use it for tweets." But at the end of the day, who cares, right? Everybody just going to pick it up and break it apart and do tweets. So what's stopping it from doing misinformation?
So first of all, AI, since I've seen a lot of people call people out on Twitter for that. Like I've seen people go like, "Hey, copywriters are going to lose their jobs because AI." Like, what do? Oh wait, I feel like it was one of your tweets. I don't know how, but I feel like it was one of your tweets that copywriters are going to go out of
Yeah,
jobs
I
because
lost 10
what
followers
do
last year, I remember.
I have no clue. Some shit like AI is doing the job what our copywriters do. Some bullshit like that. So yeah, about
It
the
was a
thing
very, very
about
nice
bots
deal,
is
I think. I believe it was a very nice piece of information. Yeah, go on.
yeah, I have friends who will get offended with that. So
Good, because I
I
don't have any
kind of
friends.
feel us. I have job friends now. Can you
What if there
believe
is
it? I
very
have job.
self-contradictory? But
What?
you said you had no job. You said you just go to college.
We don't talk about my job publicly.
Yeah, because you sell
Anyway,
drugs.
yeah, I sell drugs. I don't, but okay. Never mind. Do I look like I
I
sell
think
drugs?
it's time.
Cute.
Yeah, go on.
I don't look like it. Uh, so the thing is, people who the copywriters who are still there. The thing is, even they lack originality. So even though we will blame like AI for paraphrasing shit, reproducing the same content, copywriters are doing the same thing. Like you rarely
AI
see
is AI is not just about
originality.
paraphrasing. So do you think what if so essentially towards to in AI, it's like there's like pieces of information that is delivered to AI and it is given instructions to absorb it. It already grasps information from years of scrapping the internet, right? It has that information. It just has to be given those instructions. So do you think in the future we will see some sort of a tool that focuses on, giving instructions to AI to generate better content rather than humans doing it manually? Do you think that's a
Yeah.
possibility? Okay.
Yeah, anything to reduce human efforts, people are going to do that.
Do you
Anything.
have,
And
yeah,
what?
please go. Please go.
So, and the thing is, people will want to come up with advancements that reduce human efforts, although it will put people out of jobs, right?
Right.
But that's what capitalism is. And I know that
I think it will create more jobs than it will put people out of jobs. Because
I
copywriters will just
genuinely
get
feel
replaced
like
by
that might.
reviewers. It's I think like copywriters are going to convert to, they're going to stop copywriting, they're going to start reviewing data and stuff. And that's where it comes. There is always going to be a human filter in front of, content that has been produced by AI because it cannot be trusted. After a point, maybe that might not be required either. But if you're just straight away letting AI do its thing, then probably that would lead to misinformation, right?
Thing where people still don't do that. So if you look at tweets, especially now, the place where I work,
Mhm.
now I can see the AI thing happening where some tool is giving instructions, the research is sourced and all of that bullshit is put into one, like an article or whatever, or a research paper. But again, when you put a human filter through it, that is something that I mean, it's a necessity. But eventually they'll also, if you're looking at things at a very macro perspective like that, people will want to, I don't know, again, not look at it or something, because reviewing the thing, you might miss out on things that you would have come up with by yourself, right? Research around that work will not have been done, it won't be there. But I kind of feel like, again, AI is efficient enough to do that. So that is something that people shouldn't worry about.
I think that's very fair. That was an amazing answer. I love that answer. I genuinely appreciated it. I got an idea from it. Yeah, nonetheless. So, last question that I would like to conclude this conversation with is going to be: are you proud of yourself?
Sometimes.
Sej, I am proud of you. Thank you for doing this interview with me, and God bless you.
You too.
Anyway, thanks for joining in. All right, guys, thank you. I want to say fuck off so bad. Can't. I'm a nice person in real life too. Bye.
Do it. Do it. Say it. Say it.